they were at camp to make them laugh and to encourage them along the way. Sadie could have been sad, bitter, jealous, or all of the above because her friends were together at cheer camp and she was not. But instead of wallowing in self-pity, she was cheering on the cheerleaders. I love that moment and will never forget it. She had figured out at a young age what many of us take a lifetime to learn. Dwelling on what we didn't get helps no one, and we're happiest when we can celebrate others' successes. Plus, ridiculous dance moves make everything better. The very next year, Dancing with the Stars asked Sadie to be on the show. She flew out to Hollywood 2 days later, and within 2 weeks, she was on the dance floor competing for a Mirrorball trophy. Life is weird like that. You may think you need something to make your life complete, but God says, just wait on me. I have something better planned for you. It won't always come quickly, but God promises to show up if you will trust Him. He's done it in my life and in the lives of my friends and family members, and He will do it in yours. The guy in the movie learned that going back in time wasn't the answer. The answer lies in living today like you mean it, with gratitude and intention. These lines concluded the movie. We're all traveling through time together, every day of our lives. All we can do is do our best to relish this remarkable ride. We're all in this together, people. Every one of us is created in the image of God, marked with a purpose, designed with a plan, with gifts and talents that no one else has. We are each known intimately and loved immeasurably by the Creator of the universe. If you don't think your life is remarkable, I pray that as you listen to this book, you will think again. Korie Robertson.
Live, a verb, to remain alive, to be alive at a specified time, to make one's home in a particular place with a particular person, to have an exciting or fulfilling life. If you're listening to this book, it's safe to say that you're alive. You've got a heartbeat and you're breathing, but if you're like most of us, maybe you felt at some point like you weren't really living. Or maybe it goes deeper than that. Maybe you've had times when you didn't even care to live, when simply breathing felt difficult. When I was younger, I used to carry an inhaler for my brother who had asthma. I never had asthma or trouble breathing, but he did, and if his lungs were ever going to give him trouble, I wanted to know I could help. This book is like an inhaler I want to give to you. I hope it's a breath of life. For some of you, it will be an exhilarating breath, one of confidence and celebration. For others, I pray it will be the rescue inhaler, or the old breathe in and breathe out guidance that keeps you going so that you can get that confidence and celebration. But no matter who you are, if you're alive, this book is for you. This is my third book with the word live in the title. The first was Live Original, the second was Live Fearless, and I wanted to call this one simply Live. If you were going to read or listen to all three of my books, this might be the one I would tell you to start with. How are we even going to get the message of living originally or fearlessly if we do not truly know our life is valuable enough to live? To be vulnerable with you all, I need to share the serious backstory of this book. During the writing process, I went on a trip to Oklahoma to speak at one of my favorite churches. I had been excited about it for months. Right before I got to the event, I got the news that my friend had committed suicide. I was drying my hair, and when I received the text, I dropped my hairdryer in shock and began to weep. I wept for his wife, for his kids, for his friends, and for him. How could this happen? Why did this happen? The reality is that suicide is the second leading cause of death for people aged 15 to 24. Nearly 800,000 people a year will make that same devastating choice that my friend made. This happens about every 40 seconds. I know this book will find its way to many people who had plans, who had written letters, who had struggled through depression, and because of the anxiety and loneliness, have not talked to anyone about this. Please don't wait until it's too late. Go talk to someone right now, a friend, a counselor, a minister at church, or call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. I want to give you this book, this breath of life. I am no expert, but I am a good friend, and maybe that's what some of you need right now. You are not alone. I want to talk about life and death in this book, which I know is an intimidating topic. Life is hard at times, so it's hard to talk about. And death makes us feel sad or afraid, so we don't bring it up. So let's just start with the simplest definition of the verb live. The first definition is to remain alive. Let me ask you, have you ever thought about how miraculous it is that you are here on earth? That you are you? Think of the millions of things that had to happen exactly the way they happened for you to be alive. Not to mention for you to be listening to this right now. The odds are astounding. A scientist named Dr.